Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I have the ceiling fan on, so you're going to hear that in the background. Just because I have my iPhone here, it needs good lighting. So, yeah, the light goes on, the ceiling fan's on, everything. The fans are on, so sorry about that. Let me just turn that off quickly. All right, so today I'm just going to go into iClone and do a quick animation, make some adjustments, and then if it all goes well, we can do a couple more animations. We'll see. We'll see how everything is. Um, all right. So I have my iPhone. I might have to. Sorry, I don't have the head rig with me right now. It's just for this one I'm going to need the turn. So I want to see how that's going to work out. So we're going to do plug in and then motion live. Okay. Okay. So a couple things here. So we're going to make sure that it is reading it good. So I'm going to denoise, smooth, and the first thing we're going to do is probably do this. Probably like 70, maybe 75. And if I go to the jaw, obviously like 20. But now for stuff like mouth, maybe like 25. And the cheek maybe about 50. So let's try this. 3, 2, 1. Hang on a second. Oh, he's looking this way. So he's looking at. Hang on a second. Where is he staring at? I just want to make sure. Okay, so I need to look right. All right. So let's try that again. All right. I'm going to try recording. I think we're good. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. See how that works. And I may have to make adjustments. Yeah, we're going to have to make some serious adjustments, especially how the head turning is. So I'll probably make it a little bit smoother. And obviously, we're going to have to. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sample all parts optimized. So I'm going to smooth this out a bit just in case. Definitely tone down the probably going to bring down the brow a bit. So so I'm going to go to curve editor and going to select all. Now, I don't know if you're going to hear the audio. I don't think you're going to, but that's all right. So we have everything here. But the first thing is I have everything selected. And I'm going to remove peaks here. And I'm also going to do something called Butterworth. So it's going to be a little bit smoother. So I'm just going to apply some smoothing. Some filters here just to properly get this good to go. I might actually like do like 10. See how that applies. And see how that looks. So it should be a little bit better. We definitely need to. So I think that's a little too much, obviously, but let's actually go here. So I want to get to a couple points. So he kind of lowers it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the brow a bit here. Or I might just kind of combine it with something, but we'll see. What I might do, actually... Oh, darn. Yeah, what I might do is... Let's... Not that. I wonder if it's possible, like, if I can copy, like, poses or something. That would be really nice, like copy morphs. Also, it's always like a little delay. Still need the brow to be down a bit. I think that can work. It's always like these little, I just want to make it subtle. Here, so I think. I don't know if you're hearing the line. Can anyone actually hear me? Make sure we're good. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I'll probably put this on audio. So
It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete. It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
So like that, but also I can do is go through here, just smooth it out a bit here. So what you can do under lip options, Let's just do like move the one here and apply. Let's see how that works.
Good news. It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
There we go.
Good news. It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
I think what I'm going to do. So let's actually one more. Let's actually flatten this. I want to sample the head and the neck, just those two. Yeah, let's just make sure.
My machete. I forgot to sharpen my machete.
I think that's a lot better. Just smooth it out just by like 3. Make sure it's all right.
I forgot to sharpen my machete.
Yep, that's a lot better. You see, just a little bit there, right there. Hey, what's going on? We're just doing a little bit of animation and getting that into iClone or getting to Unreal Engine, and then probably filming it.
Good news. It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
I think that just that little expression works. That little with the slight eye turn here. You know, the eyeball turns.
It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
The subtle eyebrow.
Machete.
I think that's going to work pretty well. I just want to make sure that the lips are good.
Good news. It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. Alright, so what I'm probably going to do, just in case, is I'm going to save it. Just in case things go wrong. I'm happy with it, so save motion plus. Oh, not that. And then machete. There we go. Yes. Alright, so we're good with that. So what I'm going to do is, just because we might deal with warm up, go from here to here. Probably some extra here.
It's a shame I forgot to sharpen my machete.
But I think, yeah, we're part 2 is what's happening with part 2. Actually, should get that ready. So let's go here. Let's open up Unreal Engine. Yeah, I picked up the Motion Plus for vehicles. It's half off until like the 30th. It's just making things a lot easier for me to work with. So I think it's definitely definitely worth the trouble on my end. So I can easily get these scenes out, quickly finish everything, and move on. I'm hoping to get filming done by January for part 2. And then part 3, yeah, that's where the driving animations are really going to come into use. I really, really need those. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. So, yay, getting, it's just getting things done. Happy where, how part 1 turned out. So I'm just going to move on to part 2. It's kind of like taking the momentum. So this is where part 2 is right now. I'm probably going to be refilming a lot of these scenes here. I'm using 5.5, not doing 5.6. 5.5 is just fine for this. Yeah, we're good here. And finally, let's go to Unreal Live Link. And since we have the character, I'm just going to do this and send it. So we have a little bit of a fight scene here. That's from a couple of days ago, or the last major live stream I did. Now I actually have more footage here somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change a lot of these scenes. Probably gonna refilm a lot of it because I have a great idea for one. So I'm gonna have to build this low ladder in Blender, and I'm gonna have it animated. So you know, she's going to climb up, not too much like too far out, but there's going to be a reason where she's going to be hanging on. I also redid her character a bit, so. So let's see, let's go, let's make a new bin. Let's go with, did I put this in New York or, okay. There we go. So I'm gonna have to move everything up here. I do actually have more footage. I should actually render and get that taken care of. Put this here. We have like Russia and everything. I did film some stuff, so there's more. There's more to this. So we have Felix's scene here. Let's see how that looks. Let me double check. So that's good. Yeah, I'm wondering why the cars are slow. It's Lincoln Tunnel, you know. Anyone who's driven it, who's had the wonderful pleasure of driving through the Lincoln Tunnel will know. Even Bond's like, this is absolute bullshit. I just want him to look really bored. Just like, okay. Okay. This is so what he's doing is little thing here. You can see. Okay, whatever. This is why we should have taken the helicopter across the Hudson River or whatever. This is dumb. That's kind of funny. And then what I might have to do, yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. We'll have to refilm that, but we'll see. Then he has another angle here, so. So I like to just kind of capture these little moments here. The lighting's pretty decent too. I don't know. It's fun for me. I actually should. Did I actually get the Russia footage? Let's look. I just want to double check. Oh, this is 265. I forgot. Yep. I don't. They're not going to play it, so I'll have to bring that in to the final cut. But
Good news.
all right, we're not listening to that. We're going to bring this in, make sure it's all right, and then. Yeah, let's get this going. Yep. So, RL content. We're going to go with. Just want to make sure that the animation is fine. So he's going to be sitting here. Okay. And then I'm just going to move this to Lincoln Tunnel. So there we are. So when it's ready to film, we're going to get that situated. So let's actually go down to the Lincoln Tunnel. Oh, it's in New Jersey. Why did I put it there? So, yeah, this for Endgame it's 5.5. Oops. Don't really need to do a whole lot, you know. Okay, so let's do here. Let's make sure this is fine. So. Let's just make sure. Press G to hide the camera. There we go. All right, so probably put this here, put the marker up here. What I might do, I think it's that light here. What's actually like reduced to 48? And at least like 25 or so. 25. And at least put like 875, 0.75. There you go. Yeah, we could do 0.5, 0.625, something like that. There's a little bit of a catch light, plus it's not too powerful or dramatic. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll work. Save that. Good to go. Move on. No. See the little lights here. That definitely adds a little bit. That adds life to the character. So, definitely looks a lot better with the Character Creator 5 models too. So that's one of the major upgrades compared to 4 is the eyes. A lot better shading. And if you can actually, you see how it just kind of moves. There's a little bit of a little subtle movements with the eyes here. That's a huge thing, That's something I'm trying to pay more and more attention of, especially when I'm doing a lot more mocap stuff. So I'm even like if I want to, I'm looking into like just mocapping the eye movement and everything, and then kind of smoothing everything out. So I do have a couple of things I do want to share. What I got recently. There we go. So it's rendering. That's a good sign. Yeah, look at that fan. Hear that fan just go nuts. Okay, good to go. All right, so we're done with that. And yeah, the fan will just relax for a second. Let's just go to the hotel lobby. Okay. And eventually I'm going to introduce a couple of characters here. One of which is Jennifer. So she got quite an upgrade in Character Creator 5. I'll just kind of bring her in. See if I can get, you get some skin shaders here. So let's see if I can actually get some decent lighting here. Camera. Well. So that's basically what some shader improvements with the eyes and everything. So I'll be filming her scene pretty soon. Of course, we got to, I need to really improve on the lighting here. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I'll use a lot of rectangular lights here, and then start filming her scene along with Bond, the two together. So yeah, so I may have to actually redo a couple things. I think this will work. Just gotta know how to properly get the lighting. Make sure we get rid of that. It's just because of the light. Oh, I think if we do something like this here, it's all about where you put your light. There we go. A little bit better, but still. I'll get it worked out, but so yeah, the characters got most of them got upgrades to 5 from Character Creator 5, so we'll see that. But not too much of a difference, Mostly eyes, you won't really tell. But we'll have to do the exterior here. That's not going to be too bad. Did I actually improve? I think I improved. Yeah, I know I did. Yeah, I did fix her up in Character Creator 5 too. So I'm gonna see how it all works out for her. Yeah, let's get the lighting here for her. Yep, That'll work. Here, the one thing with this camera here, let's do 4, make sure. May have to actually fix a couple things here. Let's do here. Make sure the squeeze factor is at 2. Yep. Interesting. Is it the wrinkle maps that's causing it? Let's go see. May have to bring the character in. Might actually have to go and double check actually. No, it's definitely the scalp that's causing that issue. So what is going on with the scalp? I'll have to look and see, but it's definitely something with the with that light or something. We'll have to look and see how. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but let me put a light in. Yeah, it's a lighting thing. Okay. So I just gotta be mindful. Alright. If anything, I can just put like... I could definitely like put like fix that up. Even have to turn it invisible if I need to. Or, you know, turn down a bunch of shaders or make it invisible, but... Alright. So... Because I know it definitely is the scalp here that's causing the issue. Definitely if we can get the lighting here. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll get her scene ready. Get that taken care of. Last but not least, but I'll show you guys what I got. I'm probably gonna head out. So, yeah, might as well see if this this will work out here. So I'm gonna wait for this project to load up. Always, there we go. Yeah, let's do a road test. Oh. Okay. So this is that's what I got. Mesh blend. So yeah, it's I'll show you what I'll put in a little example here. So let's go through here. Let's go through. Let's look up Utah. Let's look up this. And let's probably do like, do I want to do nanite? Let's just do high quality for now. Okay. So let's just save this. And I'm going to plop it down here. So what I got was called mesh blend. So let's say I have an asset here. And you kind of see this seam on the ground. So if I go to materials, first of all, I'm going to actually show you what I have. So what this is here is just a little function for the ambient occlusion. And let's click on this, use stack value. Let's go with 193 by 255. There we go. And let's do debug to show you that it works. Yep. So you kind of see it kind of blends in. There's not too much of a seam. It's kind of the fun of it too. I'm actually wondering if it's going to work on nanite, so it should. But I think this would be pretty useful for I have a couple of projects, including Endgame, that's going to be using a lot of this. And it can also work on, like, I've seen the person who created it use it on ultra dynamic skies and everything. But yeah, you don't have to worry about those seams. Just kind of blends in, which it's going to be really nice. So as you see here, it blends in pretty nicely. And that I can also make adjustments. So if I do control, what I can do, let's do debug. Kind of see that. It's actually kind of nice too. So the setup might be confusing at first. It took me some going back and forth between the video to get it properly working. But and sometimes I'm still trying to look over a couple of things, but so I'm not really the best at it. I'm probably gonna have to join that person's Discord and ask questions like when it comes to meshes and everything. But I think it's pretty nice, And I definitely can make get a bunch of assets from Mega Scans and get that blended in. So let's look up here. I want to test a quick nanite mesh. Let's see. Let's go with raw because that's where I think that's the nanite. It's pretty nice because you know, those seams, anytime in the project, it's those seams that bother me the most. I'm in 5.7 right now, so I'm actually kind of curious. If I build... I don't know if I build like a road or something. And spline, you know, I have a mesh spline and everything. I bet I can get it to work. We'll see. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to double check on that, but I can imagine like making cliffs and everything, getting that to blend. So yeah, we can. Let me go give that a shot. Okay, so first I just want to make sure how well this will work out. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, once you know you can get can definitely blend. Yeah, let's actually try that out. Why not? Why not? Let's get through this. What I'm going to do. Go through here. Mega scans. If I look up Utah. And yeah, let's get this. Not so much, maybe like dirt, some red dirt or something very close. Something like this, I think that'll work. So let's do high quality, add that to project. Not only that, but this is probably going to give you a really good glimpse on how to add something to like brushify using mega scans. It's pretty easy. Okay, so I'll just save everything. All right, let's go to brushify and let's go to materials, landscape, and let's just do mud for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate everything here. And I'm going to call this desert rock, desert gravel, I think, or Utah dirt. Yeah, Utah dirt will be fine. And then okay. What else did I have right there? Okay. All right, so okay, good. So I'm just going to change the roughness, and we're going to go to that material that we just downloaded. This is just like a very rough. So textures. So we have ORM, which is, you know, occlusion, roughness, and metallic. So just get that, and get that, and save it. Okay, we get through that. So you see this. Do this, this, and this. Good. And we go through basically the height. So it's this. Should be fine. And finally that. So instead of, if I just look up Utah, and that's normals, and then finally do this. Utah roughness, so click on that. Make sure right there, yeah, that'll work. And their displacement. So where is it? Okay. There we go. Okay, this is a material function here. So that's my diffuse. So what I need to do is go through here, the base. There. There. And there. Okay. Save that. Good. So under functions, if I remember, landscape layers, that's the one. So, and to actually add, and it's going to be called Utah Dirt, I think. Make sure that it's the same. And the same thing for your here, so you gotta make sure. Dirt. Okay. Okay, there we go. And make sure, so what I need to do is keep it here. So material functions, if you look, make sure it's the same as here and here. And save it. Okay. Now, we may actually have to see if I can actually refresh. I might actually have to go and refresh it. I'm not sure, but it never hurts. Let's actually. Yeah, we may actually have to do it. Oh, well, okay. Say Livy. Anyway, let's just go to landscape. Create. Paint. Let's go here and fill. Yeah, okay, not bad. Still has it, so good, good. All right, and you know, just for okay, we'll get some dirt info. Good. Let's see if I actually did it right. Why does it allow me? Huh. Hold on. Did I screw up? Okay. All right. I have to look into that, but that's all right. Let's see, debug. Okay. Yeah, well, let's see. I'll have to look in that. Oh, hopefully, get that card. Hopefully, it go down. I'm not sure when, but I was lucky to get mine. Ooh, okay. That's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, let's see. So we have a nanite. Yeah, it does work with nanite. See it here. Huh. That's actually quite impressive. Yeah, you know. One thing I was joking with, it's like, oh, we gotta add more pressure, you know. Gotta give, you know. Hold on a minute. I know you're able to do it with the mesh too. I don't know how that works. See. I actually do want to see kind of rocks they have. Oh, might this be for? Well, it'll be for Endgame and a few other productions. It's whatever, you know, outdoor stuff. So the main reason is, like, if I needed to, you know, if I needed to get something that doesn't have much, that kind of gets rid of these dumb seams. That's what I'll use it for. It just adds a little bit more nicer detail in my sets. So we'll see this in Endgame and wherever. I do have something in the future that I want to work on. That's actually going to be using a lot of this. Let's see, for example. That wouldn't be that. Yeah, what's actually, oh wait, no, let's do raw. I just want to see how it looks. So Oh, we probably have this in raw, but let me double check. But yeah, this would be a project I do want to start around next year, after I get at least part 2 of Endgame done and finish up a short. Do have a script that I'm nearly done with it. I'm just kind of going through like multiple drafts. Allowed me to test out a couple things in Unreal Engine and iClone. There is a function that yeah, it was like what 15 minutes, which is it's kind of strange though. Like you don't see that. I haven't done anything like that in a long time for like a 15-minute premiere. So we don't really do any close-ups, but yeah, the idea would have like an idea here for like cliffs and all that, but I have to get it blended into the mountain, so I probably would have to do something like this. So you got that. So I won't use that, but there you go. Much better. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to. Yeah, I do have a few ideas what to do with it, but I actually do like these little cliffs here. There's more of them. And you got the cliffs here. Let's see. A forest, I could definitely make that. Like a really good example, it would be a lot of these, like, yeah, let's just do like mound here. Sorry, just moving the chair around a bit. Like squeak, but okay, it's still important material, but or is it something else? And it's not really bad on your system too. Like I can do a lot of these here. Can make quite a bit. I can work with PCG as well. So that with the PCG with mesh blend, and that's I could do quite a bit of set design too. Something that I haven't really done before. Just like all nanite. So, yeah. That's really what I'm kind of excited about, just the ability to... And I kept an eye on this plugin for a while. I just wasn't sure if I was able to get it for some time until it went on sale. Yeah, I gotta be mindful. And in fact, actually what I can do for this is just make it like medium. So it doesn't need to be too big, but yeah, once they get more plants and everything, I definitely can get that set taken care of. Actually, there's one more thing I do want to look at. And then I'll probably call it a night. Yeah, these, the mega scans and everything is going to be incredible. So, let's see. Yep. Oh yeah, don't forget the free stuff here. Where did it go? I think it was this one here. Let's see how that works here. bugs. Alright. Let's go in there right here. All right. I like it. There's one more thing I do want to get, but that'll be like much later. Well, we'll see. It is 30% off, but wait. I'll wait. I'm not really in a hurry, but yeah, I'll wait till everything is ready before I do anything, but I definitely can imagine what I can do with this. I have a couple ideas. What the heck? The only thing I want to do improve on is like the water and river and everything, but I don't think I need fluid flux. I don't think it's necessary for me. It'd be an interesting idea. Yeah, it looks fine. I think from a distance it does look pretty good, I think. But yeah, yeah, for this project, I already had the camera kind of made up. With the aspect ratio, it's gonna be this. It's kind of insane. There's one film that I saw that had this recently, and I thought, oh, that I want to try steal that. So I thought that was brilliant. Especially for a lot of the landscape shots here. So I've been playing around with mega plants and PCG and just kind of getting an idea of what I want in my scenes. Now with Mesh Blend, I can do a lot more close-up stuff like this. You know, I want to implement like a lot more high-tech, higher textures for ground and dirt and everything. I think that would be kind of fun to work with. But we got ultra dynamic sky and can easily do something like that. But we'll see how far I get into it. Endgame is kind of like the top priority. I do want to get it done. So. But I've just been kind of thinking about this, like what to shoot and everything. And I'm kind of going back and forth between Character Creator 5. I think I'm probably going to stick with Character Creator 5. Just because, you know, it has all the options I need. But yeah. And I have kind of like a rough cast list. We'll see. This project. Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Just me messing around. Got something done for Endgame. So, if anyone has any questions, let me know.